Hello, if you're new here, and welcome back. You've been here before. City Beauty, plumping lip oil. I said that I wasn't going to do it, but then looking at the colors, I decided I'm going to do it. Makeup by Mario, Ethereal Eyes, Nature Nature Palette. And I remember saying how on a Sephora website, they had an ethereal day look and an ethereal night look for both fair, medium, and deep skin tones. And I said I wasn't going to do that. And then I decided to do that because I sat here and paid attention to what numbers were where. So this is going to be the ethereal day look on one eye for fair complexions. The other side, fair complexions, ethereal night look. And we're going to see. So each look is only 3 shades. I'm not going to do inner rims or gel pencil eyeliner on lower lash line. I don't remember if he does that or not, but we're going to keep it simple. My goal is to have all 3 of these sets, the 2 for light, the 2 for fair, the 2 for medium, in this same video, which means I really need to pump it out. And so my base is done. I'm going to prime the eyes and do the intro for the remaining 2 looks, one each eye, medium and then the deep. I will just come in and just jump in because I really do just want to have this in one video, which means I need to really just get started. And also, yeah, stop talking so much. So the issue of the intro, I almost forgot that quick. Hello again and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation. Why do I call it that? Some people ask. The crazy is knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain tool or a certain technique or even a certain brand. Like, use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Never, ever, ever feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even, when you're not wearing face paint. So that's what we stand for here. I hope that resonates with you. If this is your first time hearing it, if you've heard it before, I hope it is part of your daily affirmation, just to love yourself, wear what you want, and just rock it. And know that you are amazing, because you are amazing. 2 things about me. One already made an appearance. There's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. And the other, I try to be aware of it to say excuse me. I promise you I do, but sometimes I am not aware. So forgive me if I make some type of noise or something and I don't say excuse me. The other thing is I curse sometimes because I curse sometimes. So yes, I am rushing. And today was a dreamy day in the sense that I wake up every 90 minutes. That's not unusual for me. One of my wake ups, I woke up from like a strange dream. And I do have dreams I do have dreams now and then. And the ones I remember always have some type of significant meaning. And so as I write it down, the interpretation does come to me. And it's just like, oh, okay. And so I went back to sleep. And woke up again, went back to sleep, woke up again from another dream. And I'm just like, what is happening? So as I was writing that down, the interpretation came to me for that too, which is amazing. And when I do have dreams that I remember, and actually me writing it down is typing it in a memo to myself or in an email to myself so that when I get up, I can print it out, look at it, and then put it in my journal. And in my journal, I just put what the interpretation is because I remember these dreams in great detail, and it will be like super long to write everything out. Like, seriously, I was telling a friend about a dream before, and she's like, I'm amazed at how much detail you remember. I said, I'm trying to tell you. Whew. But so the ethereal day look, he uses number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is number 6. This is for, oh, actually, this is for dark. I started backwards. I'm gonna rewind that. Not physically. I'm going to put that brush down. We're going to start with the light look, which for light complexions. Daytime look, he takes number 1. So we're going to take number 1 and we're just going to put that right here. Oh, man. I'm like, oh, my Lord. Like, what? And yes, this is for light complexions, this look. I do think it's going to be pretty, though. The colors are pretty. Not my vibe, but here we are with me with this palette. All right. So we're going to do the looks. And so he uses Oh, we're supposed to be doing different on each side. Damn it. Okay, let me take another one of those brushes. This is going to be number 1, the day look. This is going to be the night look. And for this one, he takes number 3. So this is number 3. And we're going to put that over it. And it does cover it. As you can see, it is more shiny. So yeah, this is the night look. And this, going back to that first brush, this is the day ethereal look. All right, so we're going to use, that was Esom V27. We're going to take hourglass number 3. For the daytime, he took number 2. That's this shade right here. And since it is only 3 shades, I'm using a wider brush because we're going to cover a wider area. What's interesting about this, I'm wondering if he used this as a brow bone, because this second shade is definitely more shiny than the first shade, and it's making the first shade on me. Again, this is a look for light complexions, making me look a little dusty. I'm gonna turn this fan on over here. We had some warm days, I mean cool days and cool nights, and we're supposed to get warmer weather again, because at night it would be down in like the 40s. It's supposed to, in the daytime was maybe like the low 70s. It's supposed to go back up to like the 80s, and I'm just like, oh, like make a decision. Are you winter or are you fall, summer? I don't know what I'm saying. Took number 5. This is number 5 for the daytime. No, I am all backwards, y'all, because I'm rushing. That's why. So please forgive me for that. I don't like these color combinations, and I don't know where he put them. And they did have pictures of the looks. Light complexion, ethereal eyes, daytime look. Light complexion, ethereal eyes, nighttime look. So that's what we're doing. So hopefully if you were confused, I apologize. And I hope that me just saying what it is helps, because I know I'm all over the place. For daytime ethereal look, fair skin. Then he takes number 5. This is a Esom T37. I like angle brushes, and we're just going to put this on the outer corner. I think maybe for the look he did, this first shade was just on the inner corner and not a third of the way over, because that's what I'm thinking, because to me that just looks a little weird the way it is right now. Excuse me. So this is basically the look. And for the nighttime, he took shade 12. I did that backwards again, y'all, because this is the daytime look. I am really not with it. So we're going to put this over here, and it does cover. I do like this shade, of course, because it's dark. So even though I'm messing up, it's still working out the way it's supposed to, because it does cover. And even where we messed up, wherever, it did cover it. So did we do number 5 right here? Yeah, that's number, okay, yeah, we're on track. So these are the right shades for the nighttime ethereal look. Oh my gosh, y'all. And what I didn't look at was if between these 6 looks, does it incorporate the entire palette? Because if you're just going to do just how he structured it, or how he labeled for daytime ethereal, nighttime ethereal, if you're light complexions, that's only using 6 shades. And yeah, so there's 12 in this palette. So what are you going to do with the rest of them? You're up to your own imagination to create them shades. I'm gonna leave this like that because I do kind of like it. I am blending this shade up above that line, but I do like the graphic aspect of how that line looks. It's not super drastic. And I do not have another one of these, and so we are going to, we're going to take this brush. In daytime, ethereal look for fair skin tones is number 5. This is a Scott Barnes brush, number 63. And so we are going to, this is a very simple there not there look because I'm not fair complexion. So this shade disappears. This one does show up. I am sweating. I have other, excuse me for smacking, I have other stuff to do today, but I really wanted to get this look done before the clock struck over midnight into a new day. I just wanted to be able to say I got it done today. And I do that from time to time, where it's like, let's just get it done to say it got done today. I'm doing this because I can see the paint pot over here. So number 5, and actually we can cover with this because of the shape of this brush, using this part of the brush versus the side of it when I was doing for placing the shadow here. Excuse me for that glare. So what we're also going to do, how's that going to look? We're going to take shade 12 and we're going to put that under here, because he does, I believe, he does put color underneath, eyeshadow underneath. I don't remember if he puts liner down first. So this is very interesting, and I do apologize again for all the confusion mixing up what sides were what. I am glistening, I am sweating. I'm going to take this brush and take shade 5 for the daytime look and put that under here. I think, well, I'll dip into the wrong shade. Let me take another brush. And this is the same, it's the no it's not, it's the Sigma E45. So shade number 5 we'll put under here. So if you're fair skin, I mean, I know it's a stretch of the imagination, but this is what they would look like if you had fair skin. If you like this type of ethereal look and you are my complexion or deeper, then yes, go for it. I do think, again, like with this side, I think that first shade was just for inner corner, because it being the first third, I think it looks a little strange. And maybe because this appears to be a matte, even though it does have shimmer in it. This does have shimmer in it, but it looks almost like a matte, and this one is very shimmery, so it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. So those are the 2 looks. We're going to put on a Lancome. We're not going to do that because we need to keep it moving. We're going to put on mascara. So, oh, no, wait. Y'all, this is what happens when I rush, and I'm just like, let's just get her done. Max Fluid line in Dip Down is a Brown. I know y'all see my mirror in the video. That's what this is. Sorry for poking you in the eye. So please forgive me for that. I think I'm also going to take pictures while we're here, so that will be done, even though that would make this a little bit longer. What I was going to say earlier before I did the intro, because I had almost forgot to do the intro, even though I had just said we're going to do the intro first. A video I did the other day, I hooked up my phone to my laptop, and the folder did open, but it said it was empty, and it's not empty. I have pictures in the video on my phone. So what I did was I went ahead and uploaded it to YouTube, and then on my laptop downloaded it from YouTube. So I still need to edit that. I'm hoping whatever happened, that it has corrected itself, that I'll be able to just transfer this onto my laptop. And my phone did update, and every time I let it do the update, something changes somewhere. So this apparently is what changed here, and there's a few other changes that happened. Like this thing, it popped up on my home screen, but once I slide it to open the home screen, it goes away. But it's just like, can you stop just putting stuff on my phone and changing settings? And I understand updates are supposed to help, but what is it helping? They usually, like, I'm okay with the way things are. But so hopefully that will fix itself. We're gonna put on this mascara. I don't know. We're gonna leave that there and pretend it's a freckle. I got mascara right there. If you got mascara on your skin, just let it dry. Don't panic and try to rub it off, because it'll smear. Let it dry, and then take a lipstick applicator, or if you don't have nubby nails like me, just take your fingernail and it will just flake right off. But just let it wait till it dries. But it does kind of look like it could be a freckle, that little dot right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave it. I'm trying to think of what lip to do. I'm thinking to do a lip gloss. Just something easy, simple. Get this done. We're 15 minutes in, which is really great for time, especially if the other 2 clips are about the same length. And so, yeah. We're going to leave on, maybe I'll put this on. This is from Sigma, since this is such a there not there look. This was, both of these were free gifts with purchase. We're just gonna put this one on, since the light is so there not there, and neither is this one. And this shade is New Mod, and it's described as a nude mauve. Oh shoot, it's a liquid lipstick. I was thinking a gloss. So let's put this on top of the lip oil. Yeah, this goes with the look. Because it's very nude for me. I think this is only like the second time I used this one. Or maybe third. And I think I did an ombre lip. Put this on first and then put this in the center. My cheeks are popping though with all this with I use House Lab stuff. So we're gonna take our pictures. Y'all, wait a minute, let me, like y'all are preventing me. Let me do that. I'm just gonna dab some of this powder. I do have on Hourglass powders as well, which do add some shine, but I can tell the difference between shine and sweat. Sweat! So let's take our pictures. Over here. And we're gonna hold up the palette for the picture for our gallery. This is what we have. Excuse my weird fingers. So that is it, y'all. I like this side. Well, because when I go this way, this bag is more noticeable. So we're gonna go hang tight and you will see the next two looks: Ethereal daytime for medium complexions and Ethereal nighttime for medium complexions. So thank you and just hang tight. Thank you for continuing to hang out with me. City Beauty Plumping Lip Oil. Excuse my mirror. I know that you can see it. I was gonna do the medium look today. Moonlight Ethereal Eyes. We're gonna do the dark, the one for dark complexions. We'll see. For daytime, and then we'll do the Ethereal Eyes nighttime for dark complexions. Again, this is what the palette looks like. I have the numbers written out on here. I have out the same brushes I used yesterday. I did wash them. Got wash brushes in between uses, and if I don't wash it right away, they just stay on my kitchen counter until I do. So I have my eyes primed, and I have Groundwork paint pot on my lids. I'm excited about something, y'all. We have blood. Ooh. But that's not what this video is about. Said it was going to be here on the 7th, including my body pillow covers, but they came today, so I was really excited. So for the daytime look, I promise you I'm going to try real hard not to be confused, and it would make sense to do one eye at a time. Actually, we're going to start with the third shade, because for Ethereal Eyes daytime for dark complexions, it is number 8. Excuse me. Number 6, number 8, and number 12. For the Ethereal nighttime look for dark complexions or deep complexions is number 8, number 11, and number 12. So we're going to go ahead and just use the same brush for 12. And we are using the same, I already said that, the same brush as yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and do our outer corner. And I think I'm also going to put this for my upper lash line. That's what I think I'm also going to do. I was watching a video today, an older video. Thank you to Michelle. Michelle Davison is her channel. She goes on binges and watches my older videos. And I love it that, I love not only that she does that, but she'll also comment on those videos, which takes me back to it. And then I do actually, excuse me, rewatch them. And the one that she commented on today is October 5th, was my beauty face-off battle between Nomad Cosmetics Haunted Europe and Nomad Cosmetics Ghost Town. So it was one on one eye, one on the other, and then for y'all to watch it and let me know which one you think is what before I do the reveal at the end. And watching it, I really thought it was one way, but it was the other. And so that was really exciting. But also, I realized I hadn't done dark to light, outward to inward in a long time. So I was just like, oh. So we're doing that now, and it fits because both have shade 12 for the look. And so this is what we're doing. And I really did like both of those looks. Yeah. So if you have Ghost Town or Haunted Europe, please do check out my Nomad playlist. I do have a playlist for each palette. So Ghost Town has its own playlist. Haunted Europe has its own playlist. And the Beauty Battle. And I do think the Beauty, no, I call it Beauty Face Off. So the Beauty Face Off should be in both of those playlists, or just go to my beauty face off playlist. I have playlists for everything because I want it to be easy for you to find like what you're looking for, particularly if it's a certain palette. And the only downside to that is if a palette is no longer around and it's like, well, who would go look for that? But I like that she does look at them, because for me, it's not about the palette, it's about the colors. And so I'm gonna turn this fan on over here. It got warm again today, y'all. Went up into the 80s, and it had been cool for a little while. And I was, for like a week, and I was loving it. So my AC is on again. And yeah, so I'm thinking this has a dip, and it usually does. And I know I'm doing it, so I'm just trying to bring it straight out. And so, all right, we're going to put that brush down. For the center lid, for the daytime look, number 8, which is this shade. And I'm just like, I'm wondering if he puts down mattes and then tops it with a shimmer. That's what I'm wondering, because I'm like, look at this. And not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. It does blend together really well, because the depth of this shade is getting eaten up like right in this area where I am putting them together. And we are going to take a different brush. Not a different one, but we're going to take that other one, because I don't want to. Where did I put you? I put you in the wrong place. Yeah, I put them with the blending brushes. This goes with my shader brushes. So we are going to take that out, because when I go back to blend, I don't want to get this shade over here. You know what I mean? So, I mean, very simple, very easy, very quick. If you're into matte looks, like this is it. It's not much to say, not much to see here, folks. Keep it moving. I don't know what else to say. We're going to tap into that brown lightly. This is the one that I just pulled out from where my brushes are. So we're just going to refresh the depth of this brown shade. I do like the blend, and we are just feathering back and forth where the two shades meet. That is a nice blend. This shade is like my complexion. Like, I'm saying it's a nice shade. You can't see it, but that's okay. For the nighttime, shade 11. So this is going to be all over the lid. That's where I'm going to put it. And I did not go back to see where he had put the shades in the pictures. And because there's only 3 shades, it is easier to see like what is where. You know what I mean? So they're not complicated looks by any stretch of the imagination. You're being 3 shades. Look at the picture, which I didn't since the first time I saw them and wrote down these numbers, especially the second time. Because I'm like, let me see again what these look like after I said I wasn't going to do this. We're bringing this brush onto the brown and pulling inward. So that's how we're getting that blend too. And you see I'm just leaving a little space for the inner corner for the shimmer shade. So it's not going to be as far over as the first clip. This is, I mean, it is pretty. Keep in mind, this is for dark complexions. We're going to take the first brush that we use for the brown. We're going to tap in once and just pull this over that center lid shade. I can do this with other palettes I have. I don't want to jump the gun and say like how long I'm going to keep this, because it is very pretty and very easy, and it's not messy. It's not a messy palette to use at all. So this is like, why she just got brown over here and that's it. So for inner corner, for the daytime look, is number 6. So 4, 5, 6. So this is 6. And so we're just going to just put this right here. And I am really wondering, I do think he might have took it over the lid, because for this to be ethereal looks usually do have some type of shimmer on it. I know I said that like it's a question. So we are just going to take this over that center shade. So from inner corner, we're taking it all the way over, and you do see a little bit of shine. So this is the this is the ethereal daytime eye look for dark complexions. I will say this: if you do have a dark complexion, I was gonna say darker than me, but I'm not even dark. if you do have a dark complexion or deep complexion, these shimmers will show up more on you than on me, because this shade is my complexion and so is this shimmer that we put there. Is it easy? Is it simple? Does it look pretty? They're not there if you're into like the neutral, natural kind of looks and a little bit of glam, since it's a little bit of shimmer, then this is for you. So for the nighttime look, number 8. This is number 8. Why is that? This is number 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So where is this one in the look? The Ethereal Night is number 8. So I'm wondering if this, so yeah, both 8 and 12 were in both the looks. A lot of variety for dark complexions. Okay, ignore me if you're offended. So like, where would this go? So what we're going to do, we're going to take that number 11, we're going to bring that all the way in. Okay. I purchased it. I hear you. I know. Okay. I really like the formula of Moonlight, and I feel like that's what drew me to this one, because when I saw the color story, I'm just like, nature I see has way more color than this, but then he does come from a different type of aesthetic that he uses for his clients, and so I'm not knocking it, and some people love this, but looking at it like this, it does look colorful, but then like for me, when I start to use it, where is it? So I'm not even going to use this brush for inner corner for that eye. So what we're going to do, we're going to take shade 8, and we're just going to put that up here for the nighttime, because I don't know where he put it. And the looks were pretty. So if you're interested in this palette, you know, check on Sephora, Sephora, and see the looks. And I think I said in the first clip that it was just the 2 looks for each category of complexion, but each look is only 3 shades. And for this one, 2 of the shades are the same. And so if you even like the look, I'm gonna just say it. If you like the look, right, that you see, don't just buy this palette for that, because there's only 3 shades for the look. And of course you can do more stuff, do different stuff. You know, but y'all like, girl, why you buy it and you acting like this? I hear you. I know. This is it. I want to apologize, but I did it to myself. So which one of these did we not use? We did not use this one, so we're going to put that back home. We're going to take, I did put for lower lash line and inner rums. This is NYX Vivid Rich Mechanical Eyeliner, and the shade is, where are you? Truffle Diamond. This is on my inner rims, upper and lower, and it's on my lower lash line. And so I do like how that looks. It's not a brown. Well, maybe a cool tone brown. I don't know. I'm not good at describing colors. But anyway, for this eye, we're going to take this shade, and we're going to put that on our lower lash line. I was thinking to put shade 12, that dark brown, as my upper lash line, even though it'll disappear like once we get over here. Let me know what you're thinking about these looks. And if you've been here, like, you know my attitude, and I know you get where I'm coming from, but I did it to myself. And both of them we used, we're just going to put this on the other eye too. No, because we didn't use shade 11 on this eye. We use shade 8 and shade 6. Take shade 6. I'm going to take shade 6. And we're going to put this under here. Very pretty though, and as I said, minimal to no fallout, so it is easy to use. Excuse me for that glare. So just to bring some lightness under there. So it's there, but it's barely there. If this is your type of look, have at it. It is beautiful. I cannot deny it. This is the brush that has this shade 11 on it. Yeah. So since shade 8 was on both, we're just going to tap this in and we're going to just buff this out. It's not, I don't think it's going to do anything because it doesn't look like anything. If you remember back a few moments, it was all over the lid here and it's like, where are you? Where's Waldo? So we're just blending out that other shade, buffing out that other shade, but y'all like, girl, I hear you. I know. We're going to take this brush and we're going to go into shade 12. And we're going to just use this as our eyeliner. I typically don't use eyeshadow as eyeliner, and I know a lot of people do. This brush is extremely thin. This is the one I prefer for putting a shade just under my brow bone. My eye's starting to turn that fan off. Let's start over here. Because, so this means no wing. Because it's not going to show up over the, well, it is this color, so it's not going to look like a wing anyway. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I have been decluttering some things and receiving those Notoriously Morbid palettes. It brought me back home. And so whatever spell I was under, I feel it's been broken. And I do believe that has something to do with how I'm feeling about this palette. Even though when I first opened it, I was just like, and when we did the swatches. But having gone back home, it's like, why did I ever leave? As far as the color stories and being my vibe and being that grungy, you know, goth vibe thing, you know what I'm saying? But I really do feel like right now that has something to do with it. I really do like Moonlit though. It wasn't Moonlit, it was Moonlight. I really do like that palette. And I can't even say I'll use this for shading because the only dark shade is this one. Unless I just want this color shimmer, but I'm sure I have that somewhere else. This is a look, y'all. Are we gonna do mascara? We're gonna do mascara. We're gonna do Tower 28 on the lower lash line. Grace Joe Beauty 87 sent me this. Thank you, bestie. I do really like this. I like the formula too, and it does do something for my lower lashes. Like, look at that. And so I'm wondering, like, what would the black look like? Oh, but look at my lower lashes. Yo, this is nice. The only thing is I do usually, excuse me, hit my skin somewhere under there. Do I really care? No. Can you notice it? Only if you up in my face. But who's supposed to be up in my face like that? Nobody. Even when my chosen family sister was in my face, I was like, why the F you in my face? And she family. So you know if you a stranger, better back up. Better back up. I think I'm one of the loudest people that I know. Or should I say one of the most obnoxious people that I know that's in my personal life. I do really feel that way. And I do have people in my life who, they are outspoken like I am. They say what they want to say, but they're more tactful than I am. I got mascara up here. I'm going to leave it. I'll probably forget it's there. Like we had that little dot yesterday. Yeah. And I am being around people. This is looking clumpy. My lashes is clumping together. This doesn't happen with this mascara. I did open this not too long ago. Actually, cheapers. Yeah, September 20th I opened it. Now look at these lashes. And these lashes over here are longer than the lashes on this side. So let me just try to see if I can get this the same. But you see how these are separated and they're fanned out? But these fan out and kind of just have a town hall meeting. I do like this mascara because it is very nice. Let me know if you've noticed that your lashes on one side are longer than the other side. Like this is very noticeable. It's like, do you have mascara over here? I do. And I never noticed my lashes over here were shorter until I was using that Prime Pometics mascara that they sent me. And then I'm like, okay, why is this not showing up here? And that's when I realized this side is shorter. I've never had a mascara highlight that before. And I never knew until then. But Michelle, I know you're going to see this. I do post when City Beauty has sales. I know you like that spider look. I recommend this mascara. I keep hitting up here though. That's a me thing. So what are we going to do about it? I do recommend it. I think it's like $35. But if they have like a site-wide sale, 35% off or something like that, I do always post on my community tab because they are expensive. So we're taking, what was that shade? 6. And we're just going to cover up the mascara marks. And I could have taken a lipstick applicator and just flaked it off. That'll work too. But this also works. And for this side, did I tap over there? No, so that side is fine. A lip. I'm feeling a brown. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to take MAC. Oh, I'm excited. Y'all see my face light up. I am going to just do liner and a gloss. Both MAC products. Where are we for time? Oh, 20 minutes. We gotta hurry up. This is Root for Me. This is the darkest lip liner. This is the glossy lip liner from MAC. Because we got one more clip to do. My laptop still won't let me transfer pictures and video from my phone to my laptop. And so I upload the video to YouTube, keep it private, download it onto my laptop, and then edit. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. And even though it's only been a few, I think yesterday was the second video, I already kind of feel like I'm in a habit because I just upload it on my phone. And then when it's time to edit, then I go to my computer, download it. I do hope the next update fixes that. And I did restart my phone. I did restart my computer, and it didn't make a difference. So we're going to take one of these glosses from, this is from City Beauty. We're going to use this. So do I want to take this lip liner all over? Yes. Where did I put it already? We're going to put this lip liner all over. And then I'm going to put this gloss on it from City Beauty instead of using a MAC Lip Glass Air gloss. Y'all, trying to cover my entire lip because of how they're shaped. Because this looks like it would be almost inside. You see what I'm saying? And the lip gloss is, this is raspberry. These are plumping lip glosses, and they do actually plump, and they do not burn. It's a slight tingle for maybe 25-30 seconds, then it goes away. So this is raspberry, soft shimmering berry red is how it's described. And when I saw this, I thought of this shade, so that's why we're using this one. And their glosses, y'all, do have color. Where most glosses, for me, it just pulls off of one of the natural colors in my lips. I do like this over that liner. It says to put directly on lips, but even putting this on top of a liquid lipstick, I still feel that slight tingle, which tells me that it's still reaching my lips and it's still going to plump. And for me, plumping doesn't make my lips bigger, it just eliminates the look of the lines in my lips. So this is the look, y'all. Let me move this so we can take our pictures. Hold up the palette again. Y'all, we are almost 25 minutes. The next one I'll try and be quicker. All right, y'all, hang tight for the last. Thank you for continuing to hang out with me. City Beauty, plumping lip oil, excuse me, and excuse my mirror that you see. I think I may try experimenting with doing videos vertical, so we'll see. So I'm looking at this for faces done. Same thing on under eyes as the previous look. Today we are doing Ethereal Eye Daytime Medium Complexions, Ethereal Nighttime Medium Complexions, and both of them have number 12, which is this one right here. Daytime is number 9, number 10, and number 12. Nighttime is number 7, number 9, and number 12. So there's quite a bit of overlap. So we're going to get to it. We're going to start with number 12 because we're going to put that on our outer corner. And we'll just start with that and then I'll figure out. We're going to use this brush. These are the brushes we have been using. I have washed them. They are dry, so we're using those. So here's my thoughts so far. I know I've been like, but if you keep in mind what my preference is. If you really like ethereal looks, then yeah, this is the palette for you, whether you're dark, medium, or fair or light, because you can do whatever combination you want. I'm just doing the ones that they laid out just so you can see what the colors would look like if you were to do that. Now granted, I know I keep saying it, I didn't look at the pictures to see what shades were where, but you've seen how the shadows show up. The shimmers for me are not messy, very minimal fallout. This brown, there is some shadow here. It is a little, it's not super dusty, but if you just tap off your brush, you will be fine with that. And it could also be this brush because this is not a dense brush, and so shadow does tend to not pack. It's not a packer brush. It doesn't pack on the shade, and it does pick it up. And you see I am going in and out of the palette for this shade, and we're going to try to get the shapes the same, even though these are two different eyeshadow looks. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my fan on over here. The temperatures went up again, and then it goes down at night. So at night I turn the thermostat number up so that it doesn't kick on. I open the windows, have the fans on, and it feels really good. And then during the daytime, okay, close the windows, turn the temperature down so the AC will kick on, and still have the fans on. And so my thermostat is on 77 right now. Also, it's been kind of humid. And so this is what we got. We're going to, do I want to blend with this brush? Yeah, let's just go ahead and blend this over just a little bit. The number 7 shade, we're going to put that all over the lid again and then top it, because from yesterday we know that that is not a shade on me. So also I want to say, if you are fair skinned and you normally don't use dark shades like this brown, and you see how it shows up on me, which I really do like, you can use this for a liner like we did for yesterday, and we'll probably do that again today. We're taking the pointy side of this brush and just feathering over here. So you can always just use that for a liner shade. For Moonlight, a lot of people were saying, you know, they don't use blacks, dark browns, or blues, and I'm like, well, just use it for a liner. Use it for an eyeliner for your upper lash line. But for me, you know, I like those kind of shades. So that doesn't go there. So daytime, number 9, which is this shade, and also this is number 9 and number 10. So we're going to take number 9 and we're going to put this all over the lid. We're going to put it all over the lid. Yeah, number 9, 10, 11, 12. So number 9. So this is, do I want to do daytime over here? What was I doing before? I don't remember. I think I was doing daytime over here. I don't know. But thankfully, I'm no longer confused, and I'm able to tell you what we're doing and where without, yeah, that first clip was just like, girl, can you get it together? So thank you for bearing with me for that. Now what I'm thinking is, what's surprising me is that for the dark complexions, this was the shade that we used, whereas this one for the medium complexions is a little bit deeper. If I mixed up what was what, because I wrote on my paper light, medium, dark, but if I'm mistaken, I will put that over here somewhere. And if I'm not mistaken, if I remember, I'll put over there that no, I'm not mistaken. And also what I'll do, if I remember, as we start each look, I will put a caption somewhere saying ethereal daylight, ethereal daytime, nighttime, whatever, for which complexion. I'll put it somewhere, because I know sometimes I'm confused, and sometimes I confuse my damn stuff. I am sweating, as you see. So for nighttime, number 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is number 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's different. Let me see. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7. So number 7 for nighttime, and number 9. So we're going to go ahead and take this shade. This is the hourglass number 3. So this is number 7, and we're going to put this in the middle. Why do I think I'm gonna like this look the most? To me, it's looking like this should be for the deeper skin tones. Because we use this one for deep. So I'm just like that. For me, it was not a shade. Whereas these shades, dare I say I like this look so far. We're not done yet. This right here though. Alright, so okay. Nighttime, the only shade left to use, daytime, the only shade left to use is 10. So we have 9, 10, so that's this shade. So we're going to take another hourglass. We're going to take a clean one. We use both of those. I have like 6 of those. And we're going to take number 9. And we're going to put that all over the lid. So it's sort of like what we did with this shade, where we put it and then we put the shimmer on top of it. Using a brush like this, you're going to have minimal fallout, and you can get a wide area done quickly if you have the kind of lid space that I do. And I'm not just talking about mobile lid, which is here, but because I take my lid shades up to here, you see how this, you know, a few swipes and we're done. We're done. If you have smaller eye space, you know, brushes like the Esom V12 that I use a lot when I'm doing like 3, 4, well, 5 or 6 shades on the lid, that would be more suitable for your eye shape. So this is this look. And the last shade to use for the night look is number 9, and that's this shade. So 8, 9. Wait a minute. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So wait a minute. We didn't use 7. Wait. Okay. Wait. So for medium, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So yeah, this shade. Why is counting so hard for me today? We're going to just take another one of those hourglass number 3s. And so number 10, this shade. 9, 10, yeah. I don't know what, because I was wanting to use this one. So we're just going to put that right here. And we're going to just overlap just a little bit, because they're both shimmer, they do flow together quite nicely. I am sweating. Oh my. I did spray my face with the Scandinavia, the makeup finishing spray. When I use that spray, even when I sweat, and I can feel sweat like dripping down like from here, when I do what I'm doing now, either with a brush or with a paper towel or napkin, my makeup looks just as fresh as when I first did it. Like, it's something with that spray. I love that spray. So this is basically the looks. And so for medium complexions, and both of these are a tad deeper than the one for dark complexions, so I'm kind of surprised. So daytime ethereal look for medium complexions, nighttime ethereal look for medium complexions. Yeah, I'm not even going to put anything up here because I think it looks okay the way it is. We're going to put that blending brush away. We are going to do lower lash line. We're going to take this shade that's on the center of the lid, and we're going to put that under here. Let me know if you do shimmers on your lower lash line or just matte. And we do have the same eyeliner pencil in inner realms and lower lash line as we did yesterday. And this side, we're going to take this shade, which is the shade all over the lid over top of that other color. So what I'm thinking is that he didn't put the dark shade on the outer corner, but I don't know because I didn't look to see the shadow placement. I just wrote down the numbers. Because what I'm thinking is that he put the shimmer all over the lid and used this shade for outer corner and used this for liner. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't know. And I really don't remember. Like, I know Natasha always does a dark outer corner, and she lays down the liner first, and then she blends it out, and then she further blends it out, putting shadow on top. But I don't know what his method of operation is. And so these are the looks. We're going to put on mascara. Here's another tip. When you're sweating, how I started to swipe, don't do that, because you may move your makeup. Just dab it. And if you have blotting papers, you already know, just dab it. Don't just swipe, because then you may disturb your makeup. Let's put that brush away. We're going to take this brush. We're going to use that brown again for upper lash line. We're taking a more dense brush than the one that we used yesterday to do our liner. And we're just going to put that there, put on mascara. Today is October 6th. We have our exclusive member shop my stash live stream in 15 minutes. We're not going to do a wing or anything because you're not going to see it, because this is that same brown. So this is like super easy looks. What are my thoughts about this palette? I like that it's not messy. I like that it is not messy. I do like both of these looks. This is very reminiscent of one from yesterday for dark complexions. I appreciate that he does show looks, and Natasha does the same thing. I seem to feel like he uses fewer shades. Like, I don't know if I've seen Natasha ever do a 3-shade look when she's promoting her palettes, or like the videos on Sephora or on her website. So very easy, very simple. I do admit they're pretty. I do admit they are pretty. We're gonna put the brown on lower lash line. This is Tower 28. So I do acknowledge that. This I think is my favorite look so far. I need to look and see what the nighttime look looked like. I may like that one the best because of that reddish color. So that one and this, the nighttime for dark and the nighttime for medium, may be my favorite looks, because the rest are like they're barely there. But if you're into that kind of thing, I do recommend this palette. I do. Because it is easy. I don't like messy shadows. I don't like to worry about, you know, am I going to have, as Teresa would say, glitter bukkake all over my face and all of that. Just, you know, put it on, take your time, use a brush that's also not going to encourage fallout. If you apply these shimmers with a blending brush, or even that deep shade with a blending brush, I think that brown shade, I said that backwards. If you're using a blending brush for that brown shade, that dark shade, I think you will get fallout, because a blending brush isn't going to hold the color and it's not going to pack it on. But if you pack it on and tap off before you do so, I don't have any fallout. And if I do, it's blending in with my highlighter. And so, you know, there's a way, because some people always do their face second because of fallout. Sometimes it's technique, sometimes it's the brush you use, sometimes it's just a messy ass shadow. And so, if you always have fallout regardless, I will dare to say it's either your technique or the brushes. I very seldom have massive fallout, and some people always have massive fallout, and I'm just like, okay, what's up with that? But anyway, so that's just a little tidbit there for you. Let's do this lip. What are we gonna do for lip today? What are we gonna do? Wait, my finger off of my cloth. I'm feeling the brown, but because this, let's just do this. This is from what we're gonna use for the first time. I'm not gonna use that. We are going to use spiced hot chocolate from Fenty. It's just a gloss, y'all. It's just a gloss, and we're not even gonna line the lips or anything. Here's another tip. Mascaras, lip glosses, liquid lipsticks, don't pump it in. And when Rihanna does that, I'm like, no, because all you're doing is pumping air in, and it may cause your product to dry out faster. So don't pump it. Don't pump your mascara. Don't pump your lip gloss. Don't pump your liquid lipsticks, because you're just pumping air in it. Think about, when you're pumping gas. When the pump automatically stops, it's saying it's full, but some people will keep pumping and then it'll keep stopping because it's full. And so that might not have been a good analogy, but so we're going to take this out, and you do see at least 2 of these colors. So we're just going to put this on. In the promo pictures, what I saw was you do see the layers, and because it's upside down, on my bottom lip you don't see it, but on the top you definitely see the darker shade, and then the rest just blends in. On the bottom lip you just see the top shade, because the top, well, I don't know what I'm saying, but in the pictures and the videos I saw, you do see the differentiation in colors. Not much though, because it's a gloss, and so it's going to end up blending together anyway. I'm going to turn it over, use the pointy side, and do that. It looks like my lips, but better. My lips, but shiny, because if you remember before I put it on, my lip line is darker than the interior part of my lip. And by interior, I mean like this right there. So this is our look, y'all. Let me know what you think of the looks that we have done. It is an easy palette to use, and I'm right now it's a keeper, because I was thinking yesterday, like, would this be a troll play type palette as well? And it depends on the complexion of the person that I'm doing a troll play type. If we're doing shading or something, it would work. Or if I just want to do shading, where's that glare coming from? Or if I'm doing shading and I want to, because sometimes I will start subtle with shading and then I build up. So these shades, for me, which don't show up, it may be suitable for someone else. And so we're going to play around with it. For eye looks, I don't see me using it for regular ethereal eye looks for me, because I do like more color than this. This one I do like, because that green is kind of murky, a little bit, kind of grunge goth going on. But this is not something I would do unless I was just running out the door. Which, if I'm rushing to go somewhere, I don't even do makeup. I don't even do a base. And so what I'm saying, that doesn't make sense. So, but if you're the type, if you just do very quick makeup, 10 minutes, you're out the door, this is something that'll work for you. Keep in mind also that for this shade and for this shade, we laid it down and then put a shimmer. I think it was, well, this one for this look, and I think that one for yesterday. Top it, and that's what it does. And so the base shade didn't add for me anything to it because it blended into my complexion, but it will hold the shine from the shimmer. But would the shimmer hold anywhere? I think so, especially for me, because I used the Fenty primer, which is a tacky primer, and then I put the MAC Groundwork paint pot on top of that. And so shadow does not have a problem with adhering to my lid because of the bases that I use. But if you don't want to do all of that, and you use your fingers for makeup, you can just take this shade on your finger, swipe it across your lid, maybe take this on your pinky, do your outer corner, and just be out the door. Put on mascara if you want to. And again, if you don't use dark shades like this, if you are fair or light complexion, just use this for eyeliner. And it does show up as an eyeliner, and I do like it as an eyeliner. And it does make makeup removal very easy, because I'm not trying to take off, Inglot or paint pot or fluid liner or anything like that, or a liquid liner. But it is a good palette. It is a good palette. I don't regret buying it. I'm just trying to think of the most effective way for me to use it and to justify keeping it. I got it for a good deal, points and all of that stuff. So as far as money, I'm not out of pocket much for this palette. Which means if I do sell it in Macquarie, I would sell it cheap because I didn't pay a lot for it. But yeah, this is a good palette. Again, minimal mess. I do feel like this is more suited for light to medium complexions, because if you're deep, but then I can't even say that. I was going to say because it'll show up on you, but if you're deep, these shades may be more sparkly on you. These are the 4 shimmers. 5. Actually, this has shimmer in it, but I can't see it until I look over it. So mainly these 2 shades, this one and these, they're going to show up on you. And I don't know how much color you will get, but this is this green, and that does show up. And someone deeper than me, they sent me a picture using the green, and it did look really nice. So I do think these metallics, shimmers, whichever you want to call them, I do think they will pop on you if you're dark skinned more so than on me. And so that's something to think about too. If you know someone that has this palette and you're not sure, ask if you can borrow theirs and do a few looks and see what you think about it before buying it. If not, I will say just really think about it. This is an easy matte look. These 3 colors right here. If you're fair or medium complexion, this is an easy matte look right here. And so there are some easy looks in here. This bottom row can be a look. And actually each row can be a look. And so it just depends on what your preference is and how you like to do your makeup. Again, the formula is solid. I do really like the formula. Very minimal mess, if any, which to me is always a plus. And for the shades for me that didn't show up much, like this one or this one, it's a good base shade, and then just put the shimmer or the metallic on top of that. So those are my thoughts on this palette. I just need to figure out what way it will be best for me to continue using it, because I don't typically do ethereal looks for myself other than here on the channel, just to have variety, because I don't want every look to be messy grunge. I don't want every look to be troll play. I don't want every look to be goth. You know what I mean? And so I do these types of looks just to show you like what you can do if you get a certain thing, or just dupe out the shades with other shadows you have in your other palettes. So do I like the palette? Yes. Is it in my wheelhouse? No. Can I make it work? Yes. Can I do beautiful looks with it? Absolutely. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So let me know your thoughts on this palette. Let me know your thoughts on the looks that I've done with this palette. And we're going to go. Thank you. Stuff is popping up for you to watch. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that and consider joining the membership, and you will see me soon. Thanks.